Let me know if I'm live, y'all. Am I live? Am I live? Woo! I think I'm live, back in the building. Trying to make it work. I think I may be live, y'all. I wanna be down with you. Oh shit. I put my thing, let me know if I'm live. Y'all know I'm rusty. Y'all know I'm rusty in this piece. Guys, let me know if you see me on YouTube. We gotta get to talking y'all shit against the brother. Woo! Let me know if I'm live, family. Everybody hear me on TikTok? Everybody hear me on YouTube? Give me a second, I know it's been a minute. Check my YouTube feed. You guys give me a second. Let me know how my sound is, family. Let's check the sound, see if I'm live. My internet's janky, y'all. Internet's janky. Internet's janky tonight, family. I can't even put my backboard up there. Follow me this way. Let me know if you can hear me, Michelle. You hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Woo! Welcome, family. My background, it won't click. My internet's too janky, family. Welcome aboard. We don't do no goofy TikTok challenges over here, family, so. Excuse my background, it will not connect. My internet's janky. Excuse my backboard. If anybody wants to join me, make sure you smash that button on TikTok. We everywhere tonight. We're on Rumble. Everybody get up in it. You hear me all right? All right, Michelle, that's what's up. You guys can always join us on YouTube too, right? You always join us on YouTube too. YouTube. We're also on the network, family. Woo! I'm gonna go quiet so I'm on YouTube. Everybody get up in here. I cannot get my background to connect. Well. Shit. Live and direct on the radio. I can't get my background to go right, family. I can't get shit to work right, but it is what it is. We still up in here. So my background not working back there, so just go easy on me. As long as my sound is alright, right? Our internet is janky, family. Internet is janky. We live on the radio, we live everywhere. Woo! Get a haircut too. Internet is janky. not gonna lie, my internet is janky. What's up to everybody out there? We'll get started in a minute. Everybody get up on here. We're not gonna be on Facebook tonight. We're not gonna be on Twitter tonight. My internet's too tore up. So I'm only gonna be a few places tonight, family. Internet too janky. Just gave up on me. Sorry about that, y'all. So you know you better wait. Just hitting wrong buttons on YouTube, Rumble. So since I'm gonna be on YouTube, and I'm gonna go nice and easy, right? I can't get that thing to come on at all. If you guys want to join, let's stay on topic. Anybody on TikTok you want to join, fine. But we're not going to do any goofy TikTok challenges over here. Don't come and try to disrupt. We're talking about what happened right now. What's happening in the United States as far as them creating legislation that's destroying our freedom of speech. So that's what the topic is going to be about, how we're letting you know who's actually controlling this country. Who controls this country? It's not us. It's definitely not us. No. We're a captured country. And that's the sad fact of it. You know, massive censorship on every one of their social media. They own all the social media platforms. That's why they want to take down TikTok. TikTok may not, may not be completely non-censored, but it's less censored than the other one. And that's what we're going to talk about. Because they're losing the mainstream narrative, the lies that they've been telling for so long. You got them attacking young college students for being protesting genocide and try to tell you some kind of anti-Semitic, kind of revolution or some nonsense. And I'm gonna tell you, well, I'm gonna let everybody get up in here for a second. I got more people on TikTok than I got on YouTube. These Negroes always crying about this YouTube shit. When I'm live, they don't show up. So, please, I don't hear no more about no crying about no goddamn YouTube no more. Got more people over here on TikTok, on both TikTok channels. So, start. Y'all everybody over here on TikTok. Internet, this AT&T, it is janky all the time. Woo! Woo! Just vibe with me, y'all. Let's vibe on up in here. Uh-oh. My background came up on her. Uh-oh. How long it's gonna stay up there, I don't know. You shall see. All right. That's about our freedom of speech, family. Alright, family, I'm live, huh? Booyah, back in the building. You guys see me? Pause that joint there. Let's get this one started here, right? One, two, one, two. I'm gonna say welcome back to everybody to the Black Hot Network show. I'm your host. It's the Black Hot Five. Always on that ass. Now I want to give a shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube, on TikTok, on Rumble, and on the Black Hot Five Network, Foundational Black Channel, not on every other channel tonight. So strap in your head again, get ready for the ride, family. Because here we go. Black, hot, fire. Come on. Excuse my internet all janky. Now as we proceed to give you what you need, come on in here, make yourself at home. Black, hot, fire. Come on. I know it's been a minute. I've been saying it for a while. I know it's been a minute, but I'm back up in this piece. Woo! Come on. Black, hot, fire. Even with my internet all jacked up. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Black, hot, fire. Come on. Dang, internet jacked up. Shit. Woo! Come on. Now just let me know if my sound's alright. Now the caller number is 850-368-9102. If you want to call in, feel free to do so. That's 850-368-9102. You got anything to add to the discussion? Or if you want to join on TikTok, make sure it's about what we're talking about. Alright? So, alright, family, so make sure it's what we're talking about, right? No goofy TikTok challenges. I'm not on Facebook tonight. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on, just on the radio station, Rumble, and YouTube. Alright, family, that's where we're at. Black, hot, fire. Come on. On both TikTok channels, right? Lord knows I need a haircut. Everybody on YouTube, black, hot, fire. Now from here to Africa, that's what we do. Black, hot, fire. My sound's acting up. I know. I can understand when they take that on my YouTube channel, you know, it gets depressing, y'all. I must admit. They take that on my YouTube channel, 20, 30, 40, 100,000 subs, it hurts. So that's why I've been absent. We just gonna build a network now, man. We're gonna just go live on the network every weekend. This is what we're saying is too much truth. Black, hot, fire. Come on. Forgive me, y'all. Y'all know my internet's janky. So don't get to talking crazy, right? Don't get to talking crazy. Alright, family. I'm back in the building like I promised before you guys go crazy, am I right? It's been a minute. I'm back in the building. Everybody on this TikTok thing, y'all know I'm new to TikTok, so just tap on that screen or whatever the hell you do on that thing. So shout out to everybody on YouTube and Rumble. So we're not on Facebook or Twitter tonight. And then when I do full spectrum, because like I told you guys, my internet is janky. See, my screen back is not even working back in the background. But I wanted to address, family, what is going on in this country? What are we dealing with? What's actually happening? But you see, we have an assault on the freedom of speech. Now I gotta catch my words. I was just gonna go on the network, but I'm live everywhere. So I'm not just on the network, so I am on the TikTok app and this damn YouTube shit. So my words are gonna be, cryptic. So right now, you should know right now, without a doubt, who actually runs this country. Now they passed a law today saying that it's a infringement on freedom of speech, right? And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and read the First Amendment to you again. I'm gonna read it again like I did today with me and Joby on the earlier show. And this is dangerous, family. We're at the point where you know what they're trying to do. Well, I told you guys what that COVID-19 shit was about way back when. I told you that I was right about it. Okay? We're just going to leave it at that. So these same individuals are now trying to, okay, let me get some context back, and I'm going to share some videos too. So if anybody want to watch the videos on TikTok, you're going to have to go to the YouTube channel. Go to Black Hot Fire Network. If you want to see the videos I'm going to share on YouTube and on Rumble, YouTube, and the network. So I'm not going to share them on TikTok. You don't got this kind of platform. So you got right now, you got mass revolt of young students at college campuses around the country actually having a conscience and saying that it's against what they believe in, that practice open genocide. Now this country's been practicing open genocide for the last 6 to 7 months after October 7th, right? After October 7th. And so what you seen was a complete crackdown on the Fourth Amendment rights, the rights to assemble, right? And it's been overkill from UCLA to Columbia in New York. You've had MIT rioting, you had Harvard rioting, and I don't know if you call them riots because this is the elite of the United States. These are the ruler class that have been protesting our policies over in Gaza, open genocide. And isn't it funny? The only country that you cannot mention is not real. You can't mention them now or say what they actually do because they passed a law saying that everything is anti-Semitic. But the Palestinians would also be Semitic individuals as well. Would they not be? So this is really a threat against our freedom of speech. And the crackdown that they did, I started talking shit over that other. Yeah, I got to get a haircut. You guys, I put the show on the fly just so you guys would talk your shit about me not doing the shows. So you have anarchy across the United States, and most, like I said, most black people don't know what the fuck is going on. Most black people, sadly, are fucking morons. They have no understanding what geopolitics are happening right now and what this consists of. So, family, they're taking our tax dollars, which you don't have people that can't even feed themselves, afford to be in any housing in this country, but they're giving them money, giving all money away to Israel and the other fake Israeli nonsense over there in the Ukraine, which has nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us. So you see that the country, there's no right wing, there's no left wing. Stop talking about you gonna vote for that moronic ass Joe Biden, who's a living, walking fucking potato, right? You don't know where he's going or going. And then Trump, no good ass. They're both controlled by the Zionists, both of them. And shout out to the youth who finally understand you don't have a right-left divide in this country. You have a group of owners who run the planet and run the country. These are the ones that get to print the money from absolutely nothing. Fake money we've been dealing with. And so we're really under almost economic collapse because our national debt is over $34 trillion. And to service that debt, it's $1 trillion every 100 days. It's not sustainable. So America is you're going to be collapsing soon. Like I told you, you guys asked me, why was I developing everything in Africa? Why was I buying homes, building restaurants? Because you're going to need a place to go. Most dumbass Negroes don't realize what the fuck is even happening. They worry about celebrity gossip and all other kind of nonsense and not being understand what situation that we're in today. How people can't afford groceries. See, now you got white people's backbones, stomachs touching their backbones. Usually it's always black people's stomachs touching our backbones, right? But now you got white people's stomachs touching their backbones. And this is what you find happening. No one can survive in this economy anymore. You know why? Because all the money's been sucked out of the economy. All the money's been given away on purpose. So this is a purposeful collapse of the American empire. That's what you see happening. So that's why you see all these now crazy ass legislation going against you being able to talk. This is what the TikTok ban is about. As bad as TikTok may be, if you guys want to be invited, okay, I invite you guys. If you guys want to be invited, don't come talking no nonsense. I don't do no TikTok challenges. You guys want to come on in? Come on in. What you see with the TikTok ban is that TikTok was exposing everything in real time, and that made it dangerous more than any other app because they control all apps. That's why they say it's not about a ban. They want to control the algorithm. Like I said, this is the best algorithm I've seen as far as YouTube. You guys know we're on YouTube, Twitter, and we build up big channels on all of them. Twitter, Facebook, what have you. This being the best algorithm and best share of information in real time I've ever seen. So this becomes a danger to the mainstream news sources that you've been getting. Nothing but propaganda and lies we've been getting. And shout out to the youth that have realized this and have taken to the streets. And that's what they're scared about. You have a collapsing empire built on nothing but absolute lies and deception. And so they think making all these crackpot laws saying you can't say what a thing is anymore. See, now we're actually in Orwellian speech now, right? We're in the land of George Orwell, 1984, for real, for real. We're in 1984 for real now. Up is down, down is up, in is out, out is in. Where words don't actually mean anything anymore. We're in the George Orwell crazy talk now. You can't say a thing is a thing anymore. Because they've been lied to us so long that their narrative is finally broken down. It's utter nonsense. They want to tell you about some ridiculous ass October 7th, right? What about the Nakba way back in 1947 and 48? When they were openly murdering people, stealing their homes and kicking them out of their lands. They want to remember October 7th. What about October 6th? And everything prior before that. So they've been committing an open genocide in our names. An open genocide they've been committing, family, in our names. And we have not signed it, and the American people have been against it. It's funny how the right-wing wacko was against the Ukraine war. They understood what was going on with that fake war. How the CIA went in and overthrew a duly elected government. And with their propaganda, they told you, oh, it was Russia invading the Ukraine. And we know that was a lie. Russia wasn't invading no Ukraine. Russia had begged the United States and the CIA to stop encroaching on their border. Please stop. Stop encroaching on our border. Please stop. And of course, the CIA didn't want to admit that. They wanted to understand it was the stealing of Ukraine. Ukraine is the bread basket of Europe and really the bread basket of America. I mean, not America, but of the world. And I don't want to say what that really is about because I'm on YouTube and I'm on TikTok. We'll be doing the show tomorrow on the network early. We're going to discuss what all this is really about. What's really going on? What's happening? Besides all the fake and false narratives that you get on their fake media. As you guys don't know, they're shutting down CNN in Atlanta. You know why? Because nobody's watching the shit. No one's watching CNN. No one's dealing with the gaslight anymore with CNN and all the constant lies. So they got shut down their main bureau, remember? CNN main office was in Atlanta, not New York. They shut down their main office because no one's watching this shit. It's full of lies. MSNBC, Fox, it doesn't matter. They're controlled by the same people. And now they just passed legislation telling you that you can't talk about who actually owns the media. Can you imagine that? You can't say what the truth is. Who owns the media? And what is the objective of the fake news that they've been giving us for so many years? They're going into Iran, the 9/11, the fake ass inside job of 9/11. See, at first everything was a conspiracy theory, right? But now you see about on TikTok and say these conspiracies were actually real. They were never theories. Actually how the world works, who was manipulating the world, going into endless wars. Family, when we first started with these wars, Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Syria, we were only $3 trillion in debt. We were only $3 trillion in debt back then. Now we're what? $34 trillion in debt. It's unsustainable. It's unsustainable. We will suffer a collapse, family. We will suffer a collapse. That's what's going to happen. We're going to suffer an economic collapse. Because we've been printing this money from absolutely no value. It's backed by nothing. It's a promissory note. It's garbage. So we've overextended the printing. That's why we have hyperinflation happening. That's why no one can afford anything. Because we've been printing this useful goddamn paper and giving it out at 0% interest over 10 years. So this inflation is not going to stop. So don't let no one gaslight you. Oh, things are going to get better. They're not going to get better. The system's headed towards collapse, and it's going to have to go towards complete collapse. That's what's coming. So you need to be prepared for that. And see, the media wasn't going to tell you that. You're headed for economic collapse in the country because that's just the numbers. Whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not. Okay? And so they're stealing everything. Every empire, family, comes to an end. Whether it be the Dutch Empire that had the monetary power, then it went to the French, then it went to the English, then from the English to us. Being the reserve currency on the planet. And they'll go back 40 years, it was the Dutch, then they moved to the French, then from the French to the English down to us. But ours is so highly, there's no way we can pay back the debt. And I'm just talking about, if we talk about the federal debt, not along with the student credit card debt that we owe, student loan debt, and all the other debt as far as the housing that we own. Everybody's in default. Those loans are in default. Car loans are in default. So with all the debt, it's probably over 100 or close to $100 trillion of debt. $100 trillion of debt. So they're just stealing, they're stealing the last bit of wealth out of the country before it collapsed. And so you have the youth actually protesting that they do not want their money going to genocide in their name. And if you see the response and the crazy shit that Benjamin Netanyahu has been saying, that these are all agents. You see the crazy ass ADL, that fake ass Anti-Defamation League, saying that all these children now terrorists or some kind of Russian plot. All this ridiculous narrative that don't work. The narratives don't work anymore. You can't call people just anti-Semitic. People don't have an anti-Semitic bone in their body. You're just calling out the fuckery that you've been doing. And also, family, we got to make sure with these fake elections that come up, anybody backed by AIPAC, we get their ass out the paint. The AIPAC has been controlling this country, and that's a foreign agent, a foreign power that's been allowed to operate in America as an American agency when it is not. It is a foreign agency. AIPAC supports Israel, a foreign country, not us. It should have been a long time ago listed as a foreign agent, and it would have been allowed to get American tax dollars. So we're paying this agent to control us through our tax dollars. You imagine that? And understand, this is one of the reasons why they killed Kennedy. When they kept you with the fake. That's why nobody believes the news. Remember, 65 years ago, they gave the fake ass story about the Lee Harvey Oswald killed Kennedy. We know today that's a goddamn lie. We know that the Mossad and the CIA killed President Kennedy because he was trying to bring back the U.S. Treasury and have us print our own dollars and get away from the Federal Reserve Bank, that funny money. He was going to make AIPAC sign as a foreign agency, right? And he was going to break up the CIA. He was going to break up the CIA. So they blew his goddamn head off. And then they gave you a fake narrative because they own all the news. The Mockingbird news has been going on forever. gave you a fake narrative and fake history about the Lee Harvey Oswald, the one lone gunman. Gaslight you for 60 years. So now all the lies have been closing in on themselves. You can only lie for so long when the lies start in hold on. It's in my damn throat. So I'm gonna see if I can find some of these videos with Benjamin Netanyahu called American kids terrorists in their own country in the streets. I'm over here. Damn, my background went down again. Okay, that just jacked up now. Not gonna stay up. My internet jacked up. My internet just jacked up. It is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm gonna play some. If you guys wanna go over here to the YouTube channel, you can. Okay. Anybody wanna go to the YouTube channel? You guys wanna go on YouTube channel? The link should be in the description. On my TikTok description, hit the link. It takes you over to YouTube. Every single guy's comment. That's right, AIPAC and the ADL. Exactly right. AIPAC and ADL are, for so many years, they've been gaslighting you. These people own all the media, all of it. Now they're trying to pass a law and say you can't even say that. They want to put you in a George Orwellian world. Down is up, up is down. You can clearly look and see who owns the media. But if you say it now, you're somehow anti-Semitic. How you being anti-Semitic? And they're trying to pass a law saying you can't say the obvious. You can't even say who owns the media. How does we say who owns the media got to do with being anti-Semitic? Either you own it or you don't. Who owns Hollywood? Either you own Hollywood or you don't. Who owns the music industry? Either you own it or you don't. Either it is or it isn't. Either it is or it isn't. They've overreached. Damn. See, with them committing this genocide, they've overreached. With them committing this genocide, they've overreached. They've overplayed their hand. They didn't think they'd get the response from Gen Z out here. They didn't think they'd get that response. And they've overplayed their hand. Because now everyone can see that the movement is on, that any elected official being backed by AIPAC, you get them out of there. Any elected official taking AIPAC money has got to go. Anybody taking AIPAC money is out of there. They got to be gone. They made an example of every last one of them because they do not represent the American people. They represent a foreign government, a foreign power. Can you imagine a foreign power telling you your kids don't got the right to peaceably assemble? And you see how overwhelming the crackdown was. The police presence in New York, the police presence in my hometown of LA. You seen it? Overkill. Because your masters would tell them they don't want to see this. They don't want to see you out in the street protesting genocide. You know, if you had any moral fiber in your body, they've been killing innocent men, women, and children. That's just a fact. And I go to every one of these bootlicks and bowed out ass puppets in the Congress and the Senate That's how you know these are all duplicitous, no good, wretched bastards that are in Congress, and they must be weeded out. There's no right-left divide. This shows you they are controlled by the same people. Whether you consider yourself a Republican or a Democrat, it's all kabuki theater. It's all a lie. You've been lied to with the fake ass divide and conquer, right-left divide. And so when you hear any one of these pundits on the right talking about it's the Democrats, you know he's a goddamn lie. You hear any of these pundits on the left talking about it's a right, it's a goddamn lie. Because both Biden and Trump support these Zionist policies of genocide. Both of them do. So that you know you're not changing anything from both from damn geriatric dementia-ridden ass Biden or corrupt ass Trump. They both serve the same master, and you can get the same outcome no matter who you put in there. So don't get caught up in the fake kabuki thing. Oh, Trump's being arrested. Oh, he's going to. That's to give him more. That's to give him more credibility in your eyes that he's been oppressed. If they wanted to lock his ass, they would have locked him up, or they would have assassinated his ass by now. Okay? Because they both serve the same people. Okay? You've seen it now. Who actually runs the country? And it ain't us. It ain't us. It's not us at all. When a foreign power can tell you to lock up your own children in the street, a foreign goddamn power can tell you to lock up would tell you without blinking an eye to lock up your own children in the streets. You know who runs you. And you know it ain't you. You know your Congress and your president are nothing more than puppets because of this fake Babylonian money system that was created. These people get to print money from nothing and create a Federal Reserve that's actually unconstitutional. Why is it existing? And now you got the same people that's bought and paid for. A lot of them been blackmailed with Jeffrey Epstein and all these honeypots they've been put up on these ridiculous ass bastards, right? And they vote everything against the American interest. They don't represent us. That's clearly. We have no representation. We have representation, but we have taxation without representation. We have taxation without representation. That's the real thing that's happened to us right now. It's obvious. So there's no more conspiracy theories who runs the country. Okay? There's no more conspiracy nonsense. It's blatant now. That's why they passed some laws that you cannot say it. You can't say who actually runs the country. Somehow tell the truth is anti-Semitic. The Palestinians are Semitic too. So what are you talking about? Ain't you being against anti-Palestinian? Does that make you anti-Semitic? You've been anti-Palestinian? Doesn't that make you anti-Semitic since they're Semitic people? According to you? Wouldn't that be true? I'm just asking. Damn, the thing went down again. Shit. This ain't working. Yeah, of course he did. Exactly right. He said remember he told you, you talk about Trump? Trump said he was converting to Judaism. Remember? That's what he told you. See, not gonna say my internet just janky. My internet just janky tonight. So, my internet just janky as hell tonight. Everybody on TikTok, smash that screen for me. Tap that screen. We got you guys in the heavy. Tap that screen for me, please. Tap, 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 tap. So, let me set some of these videos on here. Just give me a second. 1 second, let me do this. Where's mine? Where's my piece at? Make that real quick. Give me a second. One second, guys. Let's see. Let me find something. Give me a second, sorry. You guys see this mass protest. You guys hear mass protest trying to stop genocide around the country. So the kids now believing in something and trying to stop genocide. But you see how hard they were cracked down because the rulers of this country don't want that out there. But they've gone too far. See, the cat's out the bag. Going this far, being this brutal, they can no longer pretend, no matter what kind of fake unconstitutional legislation that they pass, right? No matter what kind of legislation that they pass is unconstitutional, trying to stop your freedom of speech, it's not going to work. They've done overkill now. And so now it's all on TikTok and every other social media. Divest. What were they talking about? Divest in Israel. They didn't say anything about harming anybody. They said divestment. Same thing because the same people were behind the same faction of people controlled South Africa too. Oppenheimers, De Beers. There are certain people, right? That we can't say who they are. Oppenheimers and De Beers who actually ran South Africa and created an apartheid state there for years. So they're just saying divest. Divest in Israel. That's what they said, divest. Stop putting our money in the weapons companies and stop giving money to Israel. Divest. Now it was nothing but peaceful. Of course you're always going to have agent provocateurs in there to try to say that these kids are violent when they were not. You had the fake ass ADL doing their main ass propaganda, this fake organization, Anti-Defamation League, this fake ass organization. Try to come in and dirty everything up. So that's what we're dealing with. They wanted to divest. They wanted their college. They want their colleges and the college board to divest in Israel. So they want somebody they were supporting terrorism and all of. See, because mainstream media cannot be trusted to tell any kind of truth. And then they start saying that these people that were out there weren't even college kids. That's another lie the mainstream media has been putting out there. That these people that were out there protesting not even college kids. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They said divest in Israel. Divest in Israel and don't support anybody that takes money from AIPAC. AIPAC. This foreign agency. Anybody take money from AIPAC, you find out they do and you get their ass out of office. They are immoral and they have been supporting genocide. They are immoral and have been supporting the genocide. So find out anybody that's funded by AIPAC, you get their ass out of here. Right or left. See, because AIPAC funds both of them. I thought it was supposed to be a Democrat and a Republican and they got different issues. Now, why does AIPAC fund both of them then? Because they control them. That's why. There's no right-left divide. That's for us, the morons. And a lot of you have been finally waking up. That's for the useful idiots to believe we have a right-left divide to keep you divided so they can conquer you and continue the same wicked-ass policies they've been doing. See, these are very peaceful. Nothing violent, no violence there. Nothing but peaceful. No violence. They want to tell these have been violent, have not been violent, but nothing but peaceful. Oh, go ahead. You guys want to come on and come on? As long as you're going to talk about what we're talking about. You guys come in. So these demonstrations have been nothing more than peaceful. Let's see if we can find what has been the response. And it's all messed up. Let me type in with the let me go search the let's see what the police response are to the protest. We were talking. We'll go through all of them and see.
Hi, my name is JJ Christensen with the PSU Vanguard. We're here on May the 2nd. It's just before 12:30. Police officers have told the crowd to move back 10 yards east towards Hall Street. However, they have not made any attempts to push the crowd back in that direction. And they just made the announcement over the bullhorn attached to their car, as well as individual officers telling the crowd to move back. Hi, my name is JJ Christensen with the PSU.
See, now let's see. Watch it.
A pile of debris from the encampment, umbrellas and tents.
Overnight, hundreds of New York City police officers in riot gear moving into Columbia University. SWAT teams rolling in. One by one, police officers seen filing in on an extended ramp into the second floor of Columbia's Hamilton Hall.
Now, what you see how the overkill is? This out in UCLA and everywhere else, the overkill. Because the rulers that actually run this country want that. A foreign power runs the United States. And that's a fact. That's why these policies have been passed, while your money's been taken out of the country. A foreign agent, a foreign country runs this country. That's a fact. No more gaslighting, no more lies, no more nonsense. They're pushing their censorship agenda, their lockdown agenda, their surveillance agenda. And so that's why every one of these congressmen and congresswomen must be voted out. Who's ever backed by AIPAC, they gotta go. You gotta vote who's ever independent. You can't vote Democratic. Can't listen to these morons on the left. Say vote Democrat, vote blue, and that. You gotta get their ass out. You gotta get the Republicans out. They've all been co-opted by this foreign power. And that's why you see they just passed this anti-Semitic bill. It has nothing to do with nobody being Semitic. You say anything of common sense, who runs the media, you can't say that. You can't say it's not real, it's committing a genocide. You can't say none of that. You're supposed to somehow anti-Semitic. You can't say who actually runs the media, who runs Hollywood. Why you got an oath in 30-something states to the state of Israel in America? Why should I have to give a pledge of allegiance to a foreign power to get a job in Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, or Georgia? What kind of shit is this? What is this? I got to pledge allegiance to a foreign power to get a job in the United States. And you know what country it is. So they ain't the Arabs. They got you. That's all the fake 9/11 and the war on terror. That nonsense. That was to create a greater Israel. Have you hating the first they got you scared of the Arabs, right? Then it's the Chicoms, China. It ain't no goddamn China that runs. You have the right-wing wacko telling you it's the goddamn Chicoms. It's the Chicoms. It's China, the Chicoms. All that shit. It be the Alex Jones bullshit. The globalists and the Chicoms. It's the Chicoms. Absolute idiotic nonsense. Chicoms can say everything they want. They can't have the police go around and then beat your kids upside their head with no damn batons and lock their ass up. That was the state of Israel doing that. See, now the cat's out the bag. When people talk about the cats with the small hats run this planet, that's a fact. They damn sure run this country, and that's what you see in the overkill. But now you see it. You can know you can't unsee what you have seen. And now you know AIPAC backs these people. Should be a foreign agent that we give our tax dollars to, a foreign agency to work against American people. Now you know that. And now you see anybody getting money from AIPAC, you got to get their ass out of office. Period.
In the late night hours, police forming a line around the perimeter, clearing protesters blocking the entrance.
See, the Chicoms didn't do the Chicoms and had the police come out. The Chicoms, all these fake ass, you know, these fake ass agent provocateurs like your Alex Jones and shit. The Chicoms. You control opposition, that don't work anymore because they ain't the fucking Chicoms. The Chicoms, you know, Chicoms. When these people on all social media, that's why they want TikTok. They don't want to ban it, they want to own it. So they can rechange the algorithm and support the same bullshit you see on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and fake ass Twitter. That's why they want TikTok. They don't got 100%. They got ownership in it. They don't own it 100%. That's what they're mad about. That's why they moved heaven and earth to ban it. And both, as you've seen it, because it was going against Israel again, is not real. Right? The propaganda wasn't working. The genocide they've been creating is not working because TikTok people showing you, no, this is a lie. The narrative is false. Blowing up aid workers and shit. Killing innocent children. They've been doing that. They don't want you to know that they've been lying about babies' heads getting chopped off, the crazy lies, Biden, all them lying, even Biden saying that. Because no one's held responsible. Because they're the people that run this country. That's why. They can make all kind of false accusations about babies' heads getting chopped off. Right there, your credibility should be shot forever. Your credibility should be shot forever. But of course it's not, because they own the media and own this country. They the Chicoms telling you to bash your children in the head for saying divest in Israel. So those protests were peaceful. They were not tearing down or burning up anything. They said divest. Get our money out of there. Divest in Israel. See, you're not supposed to be able to say that. You're not supposed to be able to say that. Divest.
Once inside, going floor by floor, room by room. NYPD using flashbangs. At least 100 people arrested, led away, hands tied behind their backs with zip ties, and loaded onto a police bus. The university president allowing the NYPD to move in, saying the group who broke into the building includes students, but led by individuals who are not affiliated with the university, and that the administration was left with no choice.
They're not here to promote peace or unity or...
And you see this bootlick, they always got a handkerchief head nigga bootlick, this bootlick ass nigga here. They're not there to promote peace or this bootlick. Always get a black bootlick to support your nonsense. This is a bootlick, a handkerchief head bootlick ass Negro right here. Now, they were very peaceful. They wouldn't cause any damage. What are they talking about? They're not there to promote peace. They are. They said stop the genocide. How's saying divest in Israel and stop the genocide? How's that not peaceful? What is he talking about? See, you're in Orwellian world now. You're in double speak time. They said stop the genocide and divest in Israel. What is not peaceful about that? What's not peaceful about that? And all they did was assemble. You have the right to assemble in this country. See, they want to take away your right now to assemble and free speech. See, that's what you see them doing now. Everything's unconstitutional. What they're promoting. That's why every one of these representatives have got to go. And why this bootlick right here has to go as well. It wasn't peaceful. Exactly what it was peaceful. Yeah, why? That bastard.
Allow a peaceful display of one's voice, but they're here to create discord and divisiveness.
That's what a protest is, moron. It's supposed to be divisive. And as long as it's peaceful, that's their right to assemble. He said it's not their right and to be divisive. That's what a protest is. It's being divisive because you don't agree with the policies, moron. That's what it's called. I don't agree with the policies. I'm not causing any violence. I'm telling you to divest in Israel. That's what I'm asking you to do. Divest in this wicked ass country that's committing open genocide. That's what I'm asking you to. Divest. I'm asking you to divest the money in this college that I'm paying for. That's what I'm asking you to do. See, he's giving you some more double speak, double talk. Not even making any sense.
Almost 24 hours earlier, protesters marching from the encampment to Hamilton Hall, smashing through doors, throwing furniture, zip-tying doors shut, and barricading themselves inside, putting up a banner renaming the building Hens Hall.
Exactly. We're going to ask for permission at a protest. Exactly right. It's your right to protest. That's part of the Constitution. That's an amendment. That's a right given to you by the 10 amendments, right? The Constitution. 10 amendments to the Constitution. That's been given to you. All right. So that's been given to you. That's your right. They will tell you, what do you mean you protesting? That's your right. They're trying to now tell you all these constitutional rights you don't have the right to do anymore. So now you find, see, the scam is up. America is a scam. The scam is up. And people see the scam for what it is. There's no right, there's no left. There's a certain group of bankers that run this planet and run this country. And you're seeing what it is. That's why they want to now bug all your phones. They want to set up a surveillance state. We're all Gazans now. Ain't it funny? Now you understand we're all Palestinians now. Because that's their plan at the end of the day. We're all Palestinians now. Because this is the indoor prison they want to put around the planet.
In honor of 6-year-old Hind Rajab, a Palestinian girl killed in the war in Gaza earlier this year. This morning, Colombia sharing these videos with us, showing classrooms ransacked, the encampment cleared.
What were your thoughts about those student demonstrators that pitched tents and set up that encampment, demanding that the university divest from companies profiting from Israel? What are your thoughts on that?
They're the ones that destroyed they're the ones went in there and destroyed all that shit, not the students. They're the ones caused all that destruction, not the students. They did that. They went and caused all this. Look at the classes ransacked. They went in there and broke the glass and tore shit up. Everywhere they went.
So the students believe passionately in this cause, and they're willing to break all the rules and risk sanctions to draw attention to the genocide in Gaza, and they are willing to come out here even though the university is...
That's like, you know, how morally bankrupt this country is. People that run openly support the agenda. Every one of these black, fake ass, black caucus niggas have supported this genocide. So there is no moral standing which they can stand on. Every last one of these bastards has supported a genocide of innocent men, women, and children. Gleefully, happily have supported it. That's why they all gotta go. Everybody's gotta go. Gotta clean house.
Tonight, the NYPD under fire. Responding to questions about why a sergeant's gun went off while clearing Hamilton Hall at Columbia University on Tuesday night.
At no time were any police officers, members of the public, or any protesters in danger. This was purely unintentional.
The incident is bringing scrutiny to Mayor Eric Adams' insistence police intervention was necessary to protect students from the threat of outside...
Now there's being scrutiny because they know this is overkill. See, now they're scared because now you woke in the public who's been sleeping. They're talking about getting rid of your ass, right? You woke in the public and see what it actually is. Who runs this planet? Who runs this country? It ain't who you think runs it. You've been doing the bidding of a foreign country, of a foreign people. That's why on the news they brought the ADL. What the fuck does the ADL got to do with America? And what happens with the children? Talking about divesting in Israel. Why would that be your guess, the ADL? Saying American people. Saying, do you think it's right that the students are out there protesting a genocide? Yes. Do you want your money to go to Israel? No, I don't. See, that's why nobody's watching the media. Nobody keep talking about, oh, you're not watching our credible fake sources, our propaganda. You're not watching our propaganda. How dare you? You're not watching our propaganda.
Agitators. Emily Brisky, a student and journalist at Columbia University who has covered the protests for weeks, says it's not outsiders but students who've been in charge all along.
Exactly.
Whether or not you agree with what...
Exactly. Well, it's not been out. That's the fake narrative of the news because outsiders. Well, outsiders going to run to Columbia and start protesting at Columbia. It's also because that's the fake narrative that the fake media wants to give control by those people. Controlled by the same people you can't mention. They want to put all this disinformation. The disinformation comes from, that's the CIA and them, right? They're the ones who give you disinformation about everything. And then say, you have freedom of speech is disinformation and misinformation. And everything they tell you is a lie. from the 9/11 bullshit, John Kennedy bullshit, that's going to Iraq and Afghanistan, those lies, that's going to Libya and Syria, all lies. All of it. Lies. And the U.S. media happily sold us all these lies. Happily sold all these lies to us. Happily sold all these lies. And was never had any accountability. The accountability that they're getting now is no one is watching. No one's watching them anymore, so they know it's all lies. No one's watching their fake ass, lying ass narrative. That's what they're mad about. We gotta get TikTok. The news is coming up on TikTok. TikTok, we gotta stop the TikTok. If you tell the truth, people look at your fake ass news. You can't make people go back to your fake ass news, your Facebook, your fake ass YouTubes, and all your other fake ass organizations that don't tell people the news, the truth. You don't want to do that because they expose you for the homicidal, genocidal maniacs that you are. It would expose you for the homicidal, genocidal maniacs that you are. See, no one's going to be herded back into your fake news, whether it be fake ass Fox, that right wing garbage cesspool, or MSNBC, that left wing garbage cesspool of lies. And that's why CNN is closing down its main headquarters in Atlanta, because no one's watching that shit. And like one of the congressmen said, you know how many people are watching TikTok? That's right. More than they on YouTube. And it took me a long time to get on TikTok. But I know more people watching TikTok than they are watching YouTube. I know that. Facebook, and fake ass X, Twitter, whatever you call that shit. And that's what they're scared about. Because of the reach it's having now. The reach is scaring the shit out of them because it's unfiltered and it's telling too much. It's just destroying their fake narrative. We don't have time. It's destroyed. Look at all the young people getting the news from TikTok. They're not getting it from our lies. They're not getting it from our lying ass sources. And we've been lying for years. Our Mockingbird media. People hip to your game. They're not going to go back in your box no more. They be told lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. People tired of your goddamn lies. We're fed up with your fucking lies. We're fed up with your lies. We're fed up with your lies. We're fed up with your lies. Fed up with them. You were fed up with your lies. Wait a second. Okay. People are fed up with your lies. Fed up. And that's what you don't understand. You didn't come to the end of the road. Your lies. You come to the end of the road with all your lies. You know, that's what's happening. Let me finish this up right here. Yeah, you better get it. I was against TikTok. I told you I better get in on it. TikTok is the best algorithm I've ever found. It's not perfect. Not by, you guys know they try to ban me on it over and over again. I keep having to put requests. It's not perfect. But it is the #1 algorithm. Shout out to the black women right now. They're taking back their hair care products business. You see all the movements happening on that app. That app is dangerous as shit. And why you had them up there? Oh, they're on TikTok getting the news. 200 million people. That's more than, that's more than CNN, Fox, MSNBC combined. Because nobody's watching this shit. Except old morons. Because it's a lie. Yeah, I tell all you guys, I'm on TikTok right now. Shout out to everybody's on TikTok watching me now. Smash that screen button for me, y'all. Y'all getting, now you smash the screen. Everybody on TikTok. I'm on both my TikTok accounts right now. You guys smash that screen on TikTok for me.
It's happening the way that they're protesting. They have worked and they continue to work incredibly hard to get their message heard.
At Portland State University, mass protesters armed with makeshift shields clashed with police. 30 were taken into custody there.
You're criminally trespassing in a building. This is not a summons.
While in New York City, police dismantled encampments at the New School and New York University without much resistance. At Brown University, a far different scene. Administrators and protesters made a deal Tuesday, dismantle the tents in exchange for a vote on divesting from companies connected to the Israeli military. Sophomore.
Exactly, they're asking to divest. You're just saying to divest. It's peaceful. It was all peaceful. The police are doing overkill because their masters told them to do this. They said divest. How am I committing overkill and tearing up the damn school and all? All I just told you and asked you, I want you to divest in this country and divest in the companies that support the country. That's what I'm asking you to do. I want our money taken out of this wicked ass country that's committing genocide of women and children. That's what I'm asking you to do. They're not out there burning anything down. They're not out there harming anybody. All they said, divest our money. Divest the institution's money into Israel. But their fake narrative on their fake news said, oh, it's been buying and protesting, it's anti-Semitism. No one say anything about nobody being hating any Jewish people. You had Jewish people out, no one say anything about hating anybody Jewish. But that's the narrative they need to make. But you've gone too far. American people already woke up, they know it's a lie. You gone too far with your nonsense. You jumped out the window on your craziness. And they said nothing about any hating you. They said divest in this country. You got Israelis that live outside of Jews that live outside Israel. They said divest in the country that's committing open genocide. That's what they asked you to do. But asking that gets them beat upside their head? How can that be? How's me asking you to divest in a wicked ass country is causing this kind of pushback? This kind of absolute totalitarianism. Oh, because these are the people that actually run the world and run the country. Oh, the cat's out the bag. The cat's out the bag. The cat is out the bag. That's what we see happening. The cat is out the bag now. The reason why we're getting this overkill, because we're going against the actual people with all the big ADLs, the AIPACs. They actually got control to run this country. They try to make a fake narrative that American people support the genocide Israel. They do not. The majority of people do not support the damn genocide. And that's why you're scared. That's why you did what you're doing now. If they supported it, why would you need to bring your police in? You wouldn't need to do that at all. You would leave it alone. You say this protest is going to wither on the vine because the American people don't support it. But you know the American people do. So your double speak on your fake media is constantly being called out, and that's why no one is watching your ass no more. No one's watching you. No one's watching you. The lies, the lies, the lies, the gaslighting, the lies. People are tired of it. And it goes even deeper than that. And I'll do that tomorrow morning if I get there with Demore on the network. It goes deeper than this of what's actually going on. It goes deeper than this. It's some wicked shit. Wicked. But they've showed you from the last week what they've implemented. These fake ass laws. They've showed you. But it's deeper than that. Some wicked ass. It's a real conspiracy, man. I mean real wicked ass conspiracy. It's wicked. Can't say it on their social media, but I'm gonna say it tomorrow in the afternoon on the network. It's some wicked shit. It's wicked. Wicked.
Kathy Ash was a student negotiator.
That mass student movement works. That builds pressure on these administrations, and as students at any school escalate, that actually puts pressure on the administrations of every single school to respond.
As graduation ceremonies get underway this weekend, university administrators are doing what they can to stop the disruption. They're heightening security and also limiting access not just to the campuses, but to the events themselves. Margaret.
Lilia, Luciano, thank you.
Tonight, the NYPD under fire. Responding to questions about why a sergeant's gun went off while clearing Hamilton Hall at Columbia University on Tuesday night. Tonight, the NYPD under fire.
Watershed moment, family. If I took this, this is definitely a watershed moment in American politics. It had gone too far. You gotta be a black woman. Yeah.
Still using straight now.
Oh, Brian, if you can hear us, just wanted you to explain the tactics that we're seeing from the NYPD right now. They've just made access into Hamilton Hall through the window there, and they backed that large vehicle up, that SWAT truck, right up to Hamilton Hall.
So one thing what they're doing is making multiple entries. That's not going to be the only place they go in. As you noticed earlier, there were multiple dozens of uniformed.
Let me see if I can find the one in UCLA. Find that one.
With $0 down.
So that was footage from UCLA last night when a group of counter-protesters showed up in the middle of the night and terrorized the peaceful protesters in the Gaza Solidarity encampment. Then this morning, United Auto Workers Local 4811, which represents some workers at UCLA, said that they would be mobilizing in response to the events that happened last night. Expanding more on what that means, they said that their union leadership has voted to hold a strike authorization vote as early as next week to give the authority to call a strike if they think this situation is going to escalate. This is just another example of how labor is interconnected with a lot of other movements, this one being Palestinian liberation. They are utilizing their membership force in this union to call out the abuse that they had to deal with last night when they are protesting a war, which as a whole also UAW has made a very clear ceasefire statement themselves. Then across the country in Colombia, we have union bus drivers refusing to transport protesters that were arrested for peacefully protesting. There was no reason they should have been arrested, and the bus drivers refused. That's, again, utilizing their union solidarity and refusing to work with the police when they feel like the situation is unjust. And those are just two examples, but I think that we can expect to see a lot more of this as we move forward. Solidarity isn't just reserved for our fellow co-workers, but it's reserved for every single liberation movement around the world.
This company will get you a
Trying to push the hair away from my forehead. I noticed my head was covered in blood. Throughout the estimated 4-hour attack of our encampment, I continuously became worried for my life. I remember texting my family group chat, telling them I love them, as if I was about to die.
Now you can clearly see these are students, right? You can clearly see these are students. But they're trying to tell on their fake news, their lying ass news, that these are outside agitators that have nothing to do with the campus. If that's the case, you mean a group of random people decide to go to all college campuses from California to New York to Massachusetts to Michigan and Chicago, all decide just to start agitating on college campuses. This is the crazy ass fake lies the mainstream media want to tell you. These are all college children saying, hey, divest in this wicked ass country. We want you to divest in this country creating genocide or committing genocide. We want you to divest in this country committing genocide, war crimes. That's how morally bankrupt America is. It's morally bankrupt. Morally bankrupt. The rot. All the big ass LGBTQ signaling, all we good and all this. We care about people. That's all bullshit. Because that was the agenda that they were pushing. They don't give a shit about life and people. They all stood by and supported this genocide.
Washington encampment. The barricades we used to protect ourselves were stripped away from our encampment by the counter-protesters. I went outside the barrier to protect my friend. Almost immediately, a cone was thrown on my face, which has left an injury in my upper right forehead. Soon after, another counter-protester grabbed a wooden block and slashed the back of my head. At first, the sensation of shock made me unaware of my injury. However, as I tried to push the hair away from my forehead, I noticed my head was covered in blood.
You guys haven't seen what's been going on at UCLA. It is incredibly disturbing. While I am deeply disturbed, I cannot say I'm shocked. Los Angeles may have the third highest Jewish population in the world. They have the highest Israeli population outside of Israel. So there are a lot of former IOF soldiers, there are a lot of Israeli nationalists, and just violent reactionary individuals. And the LAPD, I mean, this is the police force that militarized urban police forces across the country. This is a police force that brutally attacked and oppressed the community of South LA to the point where the community of South LA had to create gangs to oppose the LAPD. I'll tell you how disappointed I am.
South Central, now they realize what that. Now they realize because they whipping ass how bad the police is. Isn't it funny? We talking about South Central. It was no South LA, it was South Central. Created those gangs for protection that became criminal gangs, the Crips and the Bloods. Alright.
And my father, the man who raised me, when I called him and told him, hey, you should go to UCLA, the university we both love and I grew up supporting. You should go there and protect those students. You know, you say you're a man of courage, you're a man of bravery. You should go there and do that. And he laughed in my face. He told me they were stupid for doing it, for protesting for Palestine. I know my dad is just, you know, he's a reactionary. There's certain circumstances in his life that led him to the current beliefs he has. But it's incredibly frustrating when someone you love does not stand on the right side of history, and it's...
None of you have ever stood on the right side of history. That's why there's a schism right now in the United States. There's a schism going on.
Welcome back as we continue our coverage of the protests at UCLA. Some of the more than 100 protesters arrested at the encampment this morning have been taken to the Sheriff's Inmate Reception Center at the Twin Towers in Chinatown.
Bobby Castro is there with more on what...
And I want you to know this crackdown has been countrywide. So it means it's been orchestrated. Orchestrated countrywide of the people that actually rule this goddamn country. It's been orchestrated. The overwhelming use of force has been countrywide. Because someone told them from the top, this is what you're gonna do, and you better do it. See, the people actually run this country told them they better do it. They better do it now. They better get these fucking kids off the damn streets when it's their right to protest. They better stop the protest by all means. Now, what they did is unconstitutional because you got the right to peacefully assemble, peacefully protest. For your redresses against said government. And all they asked was, hey, divest in this wicked ass country. That's all they said, divest.
what's happening with those demonstrators. Hey Bob, good morning. What's the latest?
Yes, good morning. Some of those protesters have now been processed and they have been released. You see some of them behind me here. They're actually waiting for someone to pick them up. They do seem to me to seem like an organized group. They have one person that was speaking on their behalf and told everybody not to speak to the media, and they're organizing some pickups here for some of the folks that were arrested to be taken back home. So what I'm being told is that many of those who were arrested and detained were put on those buses and then taken to the Twin Towers Correctional Facility. They didn't actually go inside the building, but there was a reception center outside where they had some chairs. They were cited for unlawful assembly and then given breakfast, a couple of pieces of bread and peanut butter, I was told, and a carton of milk, and then released, and then they are set to appear in court or scheduled to
let me see if I can find Netanyahu's crazy ass speech. And these videos are all on TikTok.
I think the funniest part about seeing these college protests is that, specifically the one I think
the night before, Zionist agitators threw fireworks into our camp and sprayed air mace and pepper spray on us. So, off the heels of that night, UCLA administration, shame on them, decides to call the cops and put us in more harm's way. And a few of the police are extremely aggressive, reaching over to trying to grab people, yanking them by their shirts. They have this crazy look in their eyes.
Exactly, it's completely unlawful.
To grab me by the legs and detain me, and zip tied me for about 5 hours. Of course we'll be back. We'll always be back. We're never going to stop fighting for Palestine and for Palestinian liberation. The student movement lives on. The night before, Zionists had...
Hello, I'm a math PhD student here at UCLA, together with UAW 4811, which is the UC Grant Workers Union, and with thousands of other students at the UC. This is the 7th day of the encampment at UCLA. We are here to protest and call on the university to divest from companies that profit in genocide in Gaza.
This is asking to divest. I was asking to divest causing it's violent. They said, let's divest from wicked ass Israel. That's what they asked. When we asked to divest from wicked ass South Africa 30 years ago, right? Divest from this wicked ass South Africa. So saying divest from wicked ass Israel that's been committing open genocide and trying to justify open genocide of innocent men, women, and children.
And we're also calling on the university to disclose all of their investments from these companies. This entire time we are here to call for a stop for this genocide, and the university has given us nothing but hostility. They claim to care about the safety of their students, but as of last night, you might have heard that we were bombarded with straight up terrorism. They were throwing fireworks into the camps. They were throwing bricks at camps. They were throwing metal rods, and they were spitting, they were bear spraying and pepper spraying us. This is unprecedented levels of violence on a college campus. And the day after we were assaulted, the university, instead of making any movement to protect its student protesters, to stand for justice, instead they're deciding to call the police and stop our movement even further. So this is us, we're here, thousands of students, we're here to stand with the people inside the encampment, and we're here to call on the university to stop deflecting and put an end to the genocide. Hello, I'm a math PhD student here at UCLA, together with, UAW.
I'm just looking to see,
Nick mobs have taken over leading universities. What's happening?
See, Now imagine this guy. Why would a foreign power be talking about what's happening in American universities if we didn't have any power? You wouldn't hear Russia or China, the Chicoms, speaking on what's happening on American universities at all. Even if they were talking about divesting China or divesting Russia, you wouldn't hear no president or prime minister Xi Jinping or President Putin utter one damn word concerning youth protesting on an American college, if they were protesting against Russia or protesting against China. But he knows they got control of America. That's why he's comfortable in saying it. And that's the fact. They control Congress, Senate, the White House, all of it. They control all of it through their fake Babylonian banking scam. You understand that? This is obvious. It's in the open now. No more conspiracy theories. This is not his point. This is not his place to speak on what's happening in America as far as on college campus. This doesn't concern his ass. This is internal politics. Internal politics. But they know who runs the country. They do.
What's happening in America's college campuses is horrific. Anti-Semitic mobs have taken over leading universities.
Anti-Semitic mob. That scam, that anti-Semitic shit don't work no more. Anti-Semitic mobs. They haven't said anything anti-Semitic. They said divest in your wicked ass government, your wicked ass country that's committing genocide. See, the anti-Semitic trope doesn't work anymore because the people they're killing are Semitics. The people that these people are murdering are Semitics. So aren't they anti-Semitic? The people that they're actively committing genocide against are Semitic people. So aren't they practicing anti-Semitic? Anti-Semitism, my fault. Isn't Israel practicing anti-Semitism by genociding Semitic people? I'm asking this question. Is Israel committing anti-Semitism by killing Semitic people? I'm asking. Since we're an upside down world, I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend.
They call for the annihilation of Israel. They attack Jewish students. They attack Jewish faculty.
They've done no such. They ain't taking any Jewish students. Straight up lie. They ain't taking any Jewish facilities or Jewish students. That's a lie. A lot of Jews are in there with them, protesting with. That's a lie. Absolute lie. They said divest in your country. Divest in your ass. That's what they said. They said nothing about no hatred to any Jewish people. They didn't pour me any hatred. So you can't throw the anti-Semitic trope on them. They said divest in your country. They said nothing anti-Semitic. Saying divest from you is not anti-Semitic or racist. They said you're committing open genocide against Semitic people. Doesn't that make you an anti-Semite, Netanyahu? Doesn't that make you an anti-Semite for murdering innocent Semitic people? I'm just asking. Doesn't that make you anti-Semitic? I'm asking.
This is reminiscent of what happened in German universities in the 1930s. It's unconscionable. It has to be stopped. It has to be condemned and condemned.
It has to be stopped. Who the fuck are you to tell anybody in America what has to be stopped or condemned? You are a foreigner. And you're not supposed to be meddling in the internal politics of the United States. And now you didn't expose yourself. No more conspiracy theory nonsense. You have interjected yourself into something that has nothing to do with you. You're supposed to shut your goddamn mouth. But you're emboldened Because you know you people took over the country back in 1913 with your fake banking scam. That's why you feel so free to talk about something that's internal politics. It has nothing to do with Israel. As far as your politics, it has something to do with America, where they're going to these these individual excuse me, where these individual colleges are going to divest in your government. Nothing to do with you.
Unequivocally, we've seen in history that anti-Semitic attacks were always preceded by vilification and slander. Lies that were cast against the Jewish people that are unbelievable, yet people believe them. And what is important now is for...
You've been committing genocide. No matter how much pandering and lies you do to the media that you own here, people see. Tell people not to acknowledge what they see with their eyes. Their lying eyes. Believe your lying words over their lying eyes. Okay? Don't believe your lying eyes, believe me. And all the bullshit I'm speaking. Believe my bullshit.
All of us who are interested, cherish our values and our civilization, to stand up together and to say enough is enough. We have to stop anti-Semitism, because anti-Semitism is the canary in the coal mine.
Stop anti-Semitism, and they're killing Semitic people. You see how crazy he sounds? Stop anti-Semitism, and they're killing Semitic people. The Palestinians are Semites. They're murdering them. Open genocide. They're murdering them. But this moron just told you, we must stop anti-Semitism. Have you stopped anti-Semitism? You're killing Semitic people. You're committing genocide on Semitic people. And if we do a DNA test on you, you're from Poland. You're not even a Semite. You're from Poland, dude. You're not even a Semite. You're from Poland. So we got to keep that farce up about being Semitic. You just saying that trope doesn't work anymore. You've done so much heinous shit that your Semitic trope doesn't work. That's why you had to go to Congress and pass that fake law. It's going to be overturned because it's unconstitutional. Freedom of speech. You can't tell me what the hell I can and cannot say in this country. I have freedom of speech according to my First Amendment. But you control and own them, so you try to destroy the Constitution as well. But by doing that, you've woken up too many people. Too many white people have realized, oh shit, these people really do run this country. Yeah. Yeah. That's why he's saying what he's saying. He's committing open genocide on Semitic people, talking about anti-Semitism. Are you kidding me? You can't make this up. They're committing open genocide on Semitic people and talking about stop anti-Semitism. This trope doesn't work anymore. It don't work. This dog don't hunt. It's already off the porch. Dog don't hunt no more. Sorry.
Always precedes larger conflagrations that engulf the entire world. What's happening on America's college campuses?
That's the top word, because you've been doing wicked shit. That's why it goes. And people see you now for what you are. People see who you are. The lies, the gaslighting, the ownership of all the media, the propaganda, that's just not working anymore. It's not going to work. Cat's out the bag now. You're not going to do it. That cat is out the bag. Sadly, it's not going to work anymore. That's what I was looking for. Let me get out this.
Hello, my name is Steve.
See what's happening.
Zone trace, for example, 10 minutes. America and the Europeans told Africans living in their country that their ancestors sold them for slave. Because of why? Because they don't want Africans to turn against them. That was the reason why they lied to Africans that their ancestors sold them for slave. That was not true. It's a propaganda framed by white people to make you hate your ancestors. African ancestors was the greatest. I called them the greatest because African ancestors have lived all of.
Let me get this straight. In the US, you can't protest Israel because they'll send in police to arrest you. You can't boycott Israel because 37 states have passed
Told you, 37 states have passed. You must have loyalty laws to Israel. You said exactly what I've been saying. See, they get it. He get it.
Let me get this straight. In the US, you can't protest Israel because they'll send in police to arrest you. You can't boycott Israel because 37 states have passed anti-boycott laws protecting Israel. And soon enough, you won't be able to criticize Israel because US politicians are about to pass a law that redefines what anti-Semitism is to include that criticizing the state of Israel is anti-Semitic. What the hell is going on? This is insane. People ask me why I've only talked about Israel and Palestine for the past 6 months. And my answer to that is, this is all American politics has become. These politicians have spent all of their time and energy over the past 6 months trying to protect Israel from its crimes. Everything they've done. The federal budget included dozens of things for Israel. They banned TikTok because of its pro-Palestinian influence. They're trying to redefine anti-Semitism. They've sent billions and billions of dollars to Israel. All of it, all these significant, notable things the U.S. government has done in the past 6 months has been for Israel. America has become overrun by Zionism. Zionism is what's in our politicians' wallets. Zionism is who our politicians look to, who they serve when they go on their annual trips to Israel. Zionism has turned the American government into a monstrosity that doesn't care about what the American people think, that doesn't care about humanity. They only care about what will get them more money from AIPAC and the pro-Israel lobby. No coincidence that Mike Jones...
That's why AIPAC, anybody being funded by AIPAC, you gotta get their ass out the paint. Anybody been funded by this crooked ass Israeli lobby, you gotta get rid of their ass because it's anti-American. Isn't it funny? All these people say we can't get health care, but all our money goes to Israel. They got health care. They got free health care in fucking Israel, but you don't here in America. And you got these right-wing wackos tell you free health care is communism is back. But they never told you, said nothing about Israel getting free health care from our tax dollars. You know they get free college in Israel from your money, from your tax dollars. You don't think that's not right? None of this stuff was ever told to you that Israel has been living off the back of the American taxpayers. They got free health care in their country, but you don't hear. The same people that got the free health care, the AIPAC, they lobby that you don't get the shit. This wicked ass fucking foreign lobby. They lobby against you getting health care while they getting health care out your tax dollars for them. You understand how wicked this is? You understand how wicked this is? They've been getting free health care in Israel off your tax dollars while advocating here that you don't deserve it. That's too expensive. Why you literally pay for their shit?
Johnson is funded by AIPAC. He gave Israel billions of dollars. It's no coincidence that Mike Gallagher is funded by AIPAC. He banned TikTok. No coincidence that Mike Lawler is funded by AIPAC, and he's about to change the definition of anti-Semitism to shut down these college protests and silence criticism of Israel. It's no coincidence that Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio are funded by AIPAC. They backed the TikTok ban, saying that TikTok needs to be banned because it is anti-Israel. They said this in Congress. It's no coincidence that the President of the United States, Joe Biden, has taken over $5 million in AIPAC money. He has taken the most money of any politician from the pro-Israel lobby. Our democracy has been stolen from us. The new politicians...
Glad you woke up. You don't have a democracy. You have a goddamn puppet regime stolen by those people. And that's a fact. That's why they were about TikTok. See, that's why TikTok has the best algorithm. Because all these videos have been shown telling you the truth. That's a fact. What this young white boy said is absolutely the truth. That's who runs this government. That's what controls this goddamn country. A foreign agent controls this country. It's a fact. Every one of these politicians have fallen in line in doing the bidding of a foreign power. But now, like I said, the cat's out the bag. And don't listen to anybody tell you vote blue, vote red. They're both controlled by these people, all of them.
Who care about humanity. We need new politicians who actually do things for the American people and don't waste all of their time and all of the U.S. tax dollars arguing about the best way they can protect Israel from the consequences of their atrocities. Make sure you're following me on Instagram so you can continue hearing my messages in the future. Thank you, and free Palestine.
Mr. Moderator, I'm Dr. Glennie King, also known as Dr. Akila Mukarram, President of the Afro-Descendant Nation. Over the past 469 years, Afro-Descendants' identity in the United States has changed from nigger, Negro, colored, Afro-American, Black, and African-American. We, the Afro-Descendant Nation, urge the distinguished officers of the PFPAD to accept and recommend to the United Nations.
Well, bitch, I go to the United Nations, that wicked ass organization controlled by the, you know.
You ever heard of the Mau Mau? Mau Mau was the nickname that was given to, actually I think the name was given to him by the British, but it was called the Kenyan Land and Freedom Army. This is in Kenya, East Africa. The Kikuyu kingdom, the people, they rose up to fight against British colonization. They wanted to throw them the F out of Kenya, right? Guess how they recruited their soldiers? Now, mind you, they had to operate clandestine. They lived in the woods because remember they had to evade the British authorities, right? They catch you, they kill you. So guess how they recruited? I will bring, let's say I'm one of the Mau Mau recruiters. I bring you to a meeting. You don't know where you're going. I want you to come to this meeting. Come check this out. We doing something good for the community, which they were, because they ended the colonization. You come to the meeting. This is the Kenya Land and Freedom Army. We are committed to the liberation and independence of Kenya. We're going to keep every Caucasian we can find. Do you want to join? No, I don't really think this is for me. Okay. You've seen all of our faces. You know who we are. We know, you know where we are. We're going to ask you this question one more time. Do you want to join? You see how this goes? If you say no, you don't leave here alive. And then they say, who of you new recruits, and I'm kind of paraphrasing, but who of you new recruits are willing to die for the revolution, for the freedom of Kenya? Raise your hand. Everybody hand go up. Put your hands down. How many of you are willing to kill for the freedom of Kenya? Only a few hands went up. So guess what? Every hand that said is willing to kill, they get a knife and a gun. Kill the one whose hand didn't go up. Because we can't afford no sellouts in this mission. You see how that went? That's how they get you in the Illuminati. When they make the offer, you're already in too deep. You don't get the offer until they know you can't walk out the door. You see how this goes? They don't step to you until they know you can't walk out the door. It's an offer you can't refuse, just like the Mau. You ever heard of the Mau Mau?
The people of America need to understand that your government is not with you. And I'm not speaking about the government of now. I'm speaking about the government as a tradition.
Now, fine, this is Candace Owens now telling the truth about shit. Ain't it funny?
Trajectory of history that can stretch back at least 50 or 60 years. There is a culture of lying, and there is a culture of manipulation, and there is a culture that is intent of keeping the people in one mindset, which is to be divided and fighting over little pieces of corn on the ground.
How about that, lady? Now you realize there's no goddamn right wing or left wing. You was on the right wing a long time, throwing black people in the bus, but there's no right wing or left wing. I've told you that from my inception of building Black AIPAC. No such thing as the right wing or the left wing. It's all a scam. It's all a goddamn lie. Controlled by the people to divide you so they keep stealing. But now too many people know, even this moron speaking, know that's a fact. Even this idiot then woke up, stop talking that right-wing crazy talk she been talking. Because that's just a damn dividing tool. That's it. There's no left wing, there's no right wing.
ground like chickens, and above them the farmer stands, watching them for amusement, knowing that the day will come when he will pick either the blue chicken or the red chicken to sacrifice to his higher purposes. He might even pick both of them at the same time and sacrifice them. And so government in this nation doesn't work for the people. It works to divide the people, to scatter the people, to distract the people, to keep the people in a state of high blood pressure where they're always angry and fighting one another, and therefore are too distracted to pay attention to the cage that has been built around them. There is a cage around us now in America, and it is too late to do anything about it.
Come on, Paul, that's not Candace. That's that preacher lady. My part is not Candace. Sorry, preacher lady. I'm throwing the bus like Candace. This is the preacher lady. I forgot. This is not Candace. This is that lady that does all the damn. You guys see on TikTok? Girls been TikTok. She did all the damn revelations. This is the preacher lady. This is the preacher black lady.
I can't say it on air, but it starts with the letter N, and then there's a W, and you know the rest. It has already built a cage around us, and that is because the beast system, according to Scripture, according to the book of Revelation, must have its hour. The hour of the Son of God is not yet. Jesus is not going to be the pre-act, and then the devil comes.
Yeah, it was a prophecy lady. I got confused. I wasn't Candace, the prophecy lady. She went all into the Jesus talk.
After the devil is going to have his solo on stage, and then the Christ is the finale. And if you understand that, then you will understand that many of the things I'm talking to you about are going to happen in your lifetime, not your lifetime 50, 60 years from now. It's going to happen in our lifetime. And so to the Christians who are listening, it will help you to take your sword back out of the scabbard and stop looking upward, because there are still battles to fight here on the ground before our blessed hope comes to take us away. And so the government is complicit in many lies, and the Lord has shared that because of the way America runs government, it brings these things out into the international space. America can't run without a boogeyman. If you've been living for the last 30, 40, 50 years, then you will notice that there always has to be a straw man to fight. Exactly. If America doesn't have a straw man to fight, that means that the people will get bored. And it's because there's a need for blood sports. There's a need to send drones. Today I kept having a feeling of drones going out over other countries and killing them. I do not even know how drones kill people, because a drone is a very tiny thing, and I don't know if you can put a gun on it. So I don't actually know what drone warfare is or how you kill people with drones, but I just kept getting this impression of these little mechanical things that fly out to other countries and kill the people there. And it's all part of the things that the Lord was bringing up in me, I realize now, to prepare me to share these things with you. And so, a nation that lives by war will die by war. A nation that lives by the sword will also die by it. The Lord says Russia is coming and will take everything that America has. The people of America need to understand that your government is not with you. And I'm not speaking about the government of now. I'm speaking about the government as a trajectory of history that can stretch back at least 50 or 60 years.
All right, so I just wanted to document the continuing microwave pulses that we are getting hit with every day.
Please be praying for Rick Ross, as his plane had just made a crash landing in LA. Now, we don't know if he was on it or who was on it, but it has allegedly been involved in a crash landing. So please be praying for everyone involved, and hopefully nobody was injured. Mr. Bald News. Please be praying for Rick.
These are the three holistic health secrets that have made me look younger at 93 than I did at 50. First, I usually put ginger and lemon juice in a cup of hot water every morning on an empty stomach. Young people nowadays call it ginger shot. Both are amazing for your immune system and also to slow down the aging of your body. Secondly, homemade rosemary oil. If you have dyed or bleached your hair in previous years, this is the most effective way to regain the strength and softness you have lost. It is the fastest way to go from dead grey hair to a long black and real smooth hair. And finally, a moringa supplement. The moringa tree is the most important anti-aging tool for our body,
That's true.
and is Hollywood's biggest secret.
That's true.
Is your business on TikTok yet?
Yes, it's true. Senator Chuck Schumer has said that he's going to join with Republican Mike Johnson in inviting war criminal Bibi Netanyahu to address a joint session of Congress. This is the same Chuck Schumer who just a month ago said that Bibi Netanyahu was an obstacle for peace and they needed new elections. And of course, this is the same Netanyahu who's been greenlighting the genocide that's killed over 34,000 people, mostly women and children. They now say they're setting the date. Once we hear that date, we're going to need all hands on deck. Everybody out to DC to flood these streets with a massive, massive protest against the genocide in Gaza, against Bibi Netanyahu, and against this disgusting two-party system that has made us into a partner in genocide.
Ain't funny, everybody knows the two-party system is a lie. You're starting to see that over and over again. Everybody knows the two-party system is a lie. You ever seen who in a while? Who you talking about? This lady here? I ain't know who the hell is this lady. Who you ever seen in a while? Who you talking about? Who you talking about, jibber jabber? Who you ain't seen in a while?
This is the head of Joe Biden's Economic Council.
The US government can't go bankrupt because we can print our own money.
It obviously begs the question, why exactly are we borrowing in a currency that we print ourselves? I'm waiting for someone to stand up and say...
Is that who that was? I don't know who that was. That was Medea Benjamin? I didn't know who that was. Okay. I didn't know who that lady was. So these asking exactly. They talk about...
This is the head of...
The head of that was... Okay. All right. I didn't know who that lady was. Okay, that was her. I didn't know. You got me. I didn't know who that lady was. But this is funny right here. They know they print the money from nothing. We can't go bankrupt because we print our own money. He said, then why do we pay taxes then? If you print your money from nothing, why do people got to pay taxes? You don't even know how the economic system even work. You know, this is craziness. Listen to this moron here. About to wrap it up in a minute, though.
Joe Biden's Economic Council.
The US government can't go bankrupt because we can print our own money.
It obviously begs the question, why exactly are we borrowing in a currency that we print ourselves?
Exactly.
I'm waiting for...
Exactly. Why are we borrowing money on a currency that we supposed to print ourselves? Because we don't print it. So the Reserve Bank, cats with the small hats print the shit. That's why they own you. That's why Benjamin Netanyahu can say all that crazy, stupid shit. That's why. They're trying to now pass laws, say you can't say that. That's the truth. You can't speak. The truth is now anti-Semitic.
Someone to stand up and say, why do we borrow our own currency in the first place?
Like you said, they print the dollar, so why does the government even borrow?
Well, again, some of this stuff gets, some of the language that some of the language and concepts are just confusing.
Of course, he knows that even though it's confusing, you think he could explain how money works, right?
I mean, the government definitely prints money, and it definitely lends that money, which is why the government definitely prints money, and then it lends that money by selling bonds. Is that what they do?
Did you just ask the reporter how it actually works?
They sell bonds. Yeah, they sell bonds, right? So,
that's exactly what we do. That's exactly how money works.
They sell bonds and people buy the bonds and lend them the money. Yeah, so a lot of times, at least to my ear with MMT, the language and the concepts can be kind of unnecessarily confusing, but there is no question that the government prints money and then it uses that money to, I guess I can't really talk, I don't get it. I don't know what they're talking about, like, because it's like,
he doesn't understand how the government prints money and then spends it and how that's operational.
The government clearly prints money, does it all the time, and it clearly borrows. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having this debt and deficit conversation. So I don't think there's anything confusing there.
This is the head of Joe Biden's Economic Council.
This government can't.
What I'm about to say.
France is currently grappling with a significant challenge in Senegal, where a new president, Diomaye Faye, is now in power. Faye's sovereignist and Pan-Africanist vision has already begun to create friction between Senegal and France, which has traditionally enjoyed a close relationship with the former colony. The unexpected victory of Senegal's new president, Bassirou Diomaye Faye, sparked intense debates in France about the fate of its relationship with the former West African colony. Many experts are questioning whether Faye's presidency will exacerbate the already boiling anti-French sentiments.
Well, that's another story. I'll tell you that later. Let me get ready. End it with this nonsense here. Let me end that joint there. Get a damn strike for fucking with the damn copyright music. Booyah, family. Alright. Like I said, most times on the weekend I will just be on the network, and if you missed it, I just put up on Patreon. You can catch it there. But like I said, I'm back every weekend now. Certain things I can address, some things I can't address. So with that, family, in that, let me start this thing saying much love to everybody. Thanks for everybody showing up. We're going to wrap it up, come back at the same time tomorrow. I think I'm going to do 2 shows tomorrow. One after the Demore show in the morning. Probably going to come back on like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Then, of course, my regular time, 9 o'clock Eastern. So, shout out to everybody on TikTok. I couldn't get the Facebook and the Twitter feed. My internet is janky. I'm surprised I got my feed back up. My internet is janky, family, so you have to excuse me. I got a janky internet. Feel free to donate if you want to. The Cash App numbers down there. Go to blackoutfirenetwork.com. Join the website. Donate over there through PayPal or your regular credit card. We appreciate that. And shit went down again, but I'm back. Black, hot, fire. Gotta be able to speak truth to power, so most on the network. We're on the network now, but that's what I'm gonna be at majority, not even on YouTube no more. Black or Rumble. This will be on the network and Rumble. Black, hot, fire. Everybody have a wonderful night. Much love, family. Look at Big T's ass always talking that shit. He didn't even show up. Talking that bullshit to me. Black, hot, fire. Much love. We out, family. Woo! It's been a blast. Black, hot, fire. You talking all that shit. Always trying to throw me on the damn bus. 2 shows tomorrow, fam. I'll come back to like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That'll most likely be on the network, then later on tonight. I'm back for good. Black, hot, fire. What's up to everybody on TikTok? Why y'all never hit the damn like button from on that TikTok shit? Black, hot, fire. Woo! My internet is junky. I did the best I could, family. My internet, I didn't think I was ready to go on tonight. But I did the best I could. Black, hot, fire. I think they throw my internet, it'd be janky. Ring the alarm, give me my signal. Ring the alarm. School's out, stupid. Woo! Black, hot, fire. Doesn't work right. This is all tanked up, it's all janky. See, went down again. My internet jacked up, connection down. My internet is janky as shit. Woo! Black, hot, fire. Oh shit, nah. Oh, I see you on TikTok now, okay. I see now on that one. I see Big G. Which one you on? This one? Over here on this one. That TikTok shit's hard to read. Damn. I thought you might have been on. Oh, you been on both of them, okay. You was on both of them, okay, Big Cheese, on both of them. No, I'll be alright, we'll wrap it up. Shit, my TikTok went down too. Both TikTok. I wonder what I do. What happened to this TikTok shit? Oh, it is, okay. Okay, yeah, I see you, Big Cheese. You're on both of them, okay. You're on both of them, okay. You're on both, okay. Alright, family, much love. Big Cheese over here on the damn TikTok shit. I should have realized. It's hard to read that TikTok shit, so much love, fam. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Alright. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Peace.